Greeting, travelers. It is I, Anchor's number day the 5th. And it's time for another adventure. Today... well, first of all, it's been a while. But I'm back. Yeah. I had planned to come back last week, but things did not work out that way. So I'm back now. And yeah. Today, I'll be continuing the making of my Pokemon region. Mainly the starters. Or the second stages of the starters. I'll continue at least. I'll continue definitely. And then... yeah, I'll try to move on to the third stages. Don't know if I have them finished, but I do kind of want them to, I do kind of want them finished now, since it's been a while. But it doesn't really matter that it's taking long, but you know. There. Just I'm trying to find them here. Turns out I put them in a different place. That one. Welcome back, princess.
Welcome back.
Oh, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for the. I think it was 28. 28 subs. 28 months. That's the word. Yes, thank you. I am gonna open this up. Let's see here. It's gonna be difficult. My second screen broke. So it'll be difficult. Just trying to see the chat. Maybe I can have it. I can pop this out, but I don't know if I can have it open. Makes sense. You know. So it'll be difficult to see the chat. Or both chats. Maybe I can have it open. Because I have the Twitch one on my phone. So maybe I can have the YouTube one just open here. See if there's a way to do that. Also, I have a fan on in the background. Don't know if you can hear that. I don't think you can hear that, but I'm not sure. Actually, it has gone a bit colder, so I can turn it off. And then if it gets too much, I'll turn it back on. Hold on. But yeah, sorry, it was hot today. The background music isn't on. I was wondering why it was so quiet. There you go. Okay, I can just open that up. Mute myself. Okay. There's the chat there, just in case. Put the quality down. There isn't a chat only, right? No. That's just which thing. Oh, that's annoying. I don't know. They'll do. We'll see. Yeah, anyway, I'm back. Let me just open the files here real quick. I moved them so they're in a different place now. So now I can see the chat still. Oh, wait. These aren't the right ones. I don't think. No. They aren't. These are still the sketches I made. Oh, that's not good. Maybe I saved them. Sorry, you said something, Grimacult. That's okay. Okay, I didn't say anything important. I don't know if this... Yes, I would like to overwrite the data things. Overwrite that data too. And that one. I didn't say anything important, just that it was difficult to see the chat with just one screen. But I have a sort of fix for that. Yeah. Hope your grandma's alright. Yeah. Okay. Close these. They are not the right versions. Let's see. Did it change at all? I think. Did it change? I'm gonna open this one to see. Yeah, there we go. That's better. She seemed fine. Just call every once in a while to check in. That's good, that's good. I'm tired though. I mean, it's been hot. But that could also be why. Unless you mean like mentally tired. It's not good. Okay. Why is this not opening? Did it not download properly? I had them open. That's why it didn't work. There we go. Yeah. So if you would, could you say something in the YouTube chat? Just so I can see if it works. Like this. I think it should be like this. I'm not sure. Okay. Let's see here. There you go. Them. There we are. Okay. guess I can also just look in the... No, actually no, I don't have it open. So I can't. I was gonna say I could just look in the stream chat, but actually I don't need to have it open there. I can just do this. It's gonna be... Actually, then if I click in... Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Let's do that though. Yeah. Difficult. So YouTube is also not gonna work. Okay, let me just try to find something extreme. There you go. Log into that. It's taking a little bit. There you go. Let's see. Okay. That's... Maybe I can only edit from here. Okay. And chat. Gonna quickly do test. Test here. And test on YouTube. Yeah. Okay. I think that should work. Maybe we'd also say something real quick. It would be good. Would be nice. Oop. I just dropped my phone. Okay. Then go to here where we have our lovely Pokemon. I have that. That's 3D. Don't need that. I haven't had time to. I have had the time to name them, but I haven't done that yet. So I did think about some names. And pull them up. Maybe yeah, I'm not really fond of them. So I would like the first obviously the starters to at least have more Greek sounding names, and then probably the legendaries also. But with the rest, that should be fine. But yeah, if you think of anything, then please do let me know. Until then, I'm just gonna call them the second stages. I do like the first stages of the names of the first stages. Yeah. Don't speak Tachiki. Huh? Greek? I see. That's fine. Understandable. I just realized that the face doesn't connect. here. Also, my drawing pen is broken, so I can't use that to zoom in and out anymore. So that's unfortunate. Also, my mouse is broken, so the scroll wheel doesn't work that well anymore. So zooming in and out is going to be a bit of a hassle, unfortunately. But it is what it is. So I did that on the wrong layer. Guess it could all just be a single layer, but yeah. Yeah. That's fine. I usually zoom in too much anyway, so it's okay. I'm thinking maybe I should have made the skin of the first one a bit lighter to begin with, so it could like become darker as it goes on. I think there's been Pokemon that just retain the same color. Why? For some reason, sometimes my browser just unpins from the taskbar, and it's really annoying. Come on. I'm just gonna look at the Pokemon starters real quick. I don't have to change color. Though most of them do, at least slightly. And there's Litten and stuff. It doesn't change. Yeah, I think it's fine. That's annoying. I think it will make this one a bit more purpley to make it like feel a little bit gloomy, you know. I guess the Pokemon Gloom is more like bluish. Yes, it has like a purple-ish tone. And I want the pink in there in some way, maybe the eyes. Maybe pinkish. And then I think I'm least satisfied with this one. It's kind of just the same but bigger. No, I evolved the head, like the helmet. And the cloak is longer. I guess that is the same but bigger. But yeah, you know. Yeah, and I said last time that I would think about how the last stages would look, but I haven't yet. Well, a little bit. I know the last stage for the Pyros will look more or less, but yeah, the others I don't know. And the Sporos, this one I really don't know. That's really this one. I didn't really have an idea for the first stage either, so yeah. I do think I like the second stage a bit more. The first one looks a bit grumpy. I like that. Should put that on Do Not Disturb, so you don't hear the notifications. There we go. Yeah. The helmet and stuff, I'll leave the same color. The hooves also. I think that'll work well. Maybe make the helmet. I guess it's not a helmet technically, but like the horns, you know. Leave the same color. Maybe make it a bit more shiny. Give it that helmet feel. My phone is also dying. Soon I won't have any chat at all. I would bring a charger in here, but my phone is also broken. So it won't work. Yeah. Should have charged it before. I thought about it, but then I forgot. That's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Just hope it survives until the end. I might today only color the Pokemon. Maybe think of a name. That would be good. Think of a name for them. But I don't know. We'll see. If my phone dies and I don't have the chat, then I might just do that. But yeah. I'll at least try to have these colored. And then we'll see. I might just, if there's time, if there's time, I'll also start on the sketches of the adult forms. I suppose you could call them adult forms. That's how like modern Pokemon starters do it. Kind of like transform from baby or kid into adult. Also more humanoid usually. I guess not necessarily humanoid, all of them, but more human-like. That's the word. And some are humanoid, yeah. So personally, I never really had the problem with that necessarily. At least not as much as some people. Some people like really hate it. I think it's fine. I don't really like Inteleon, but that's not because it's human-like. It's just because it is... I think it's because it's too skinny. Like, it looks very frail. And also Sobble is amazing. Just turn into Inteleon. I do like that it's a sniper. That's fun, I guess. What's amazing? Yeah, Sobble is yours. And the emo, like the second stage emo, has also grown on me. I did not like it at first, like Sobble turned into that. But the emo's grown on me. But yeah, I guess Inteleon also has, but you know. Yeah, Cinderace on the other hand, I do like a lot more than most people, because most people despise it. Personally, I understand why, but you know, I don't think it's that bad. I'm gonna turn the leaves a bit more bluish. This looks almost cyan. I hate the furry cat on 2 legs. Well, first of all cats are furry. I guess not. That's not true. There's naked cats. I'd at least be glad that it didn't turn into one of those. That would be weird. But yeah, I also kind of like Yauscarada. Maybe you're talking about. I was gonna say Inteleon again. What? Incineroar. I was right. Incineroar. I also don't mind him. Or her. I don't mind that one. Mostly my preference has since gone to Decidueye. But I'm still stick by my decision of picking Litten. Despite the last evolution. Because I don't hate it as much as most people do. I can still think it, like, sure, it's a little too humanoid. I do agree with that. But it's still, like, it's still cool. It looks cool. Yauscarada's cool, yeah. Design-wise, it looks cool. You can argue that it just looks like a guy in a suit, but I disagree, so. But yeah. Yeah, I just don't like Inteleon's design, which is the only reason I don't like it. I don't really care that it's, if they're humanoid or not. I mean, you know, my favorite Pokemon, so obviously I don't care if they're humanoid. There's a guy with a cat hat? No. And even if it was, it's not like a new thing. There have been Pokemon that are just guys. So, I don't know. I don't know why it's a problem. Yeah, I think I could. What? I can make the same argument for like Machamp. Maybe like Machoke more, so because it has 2 arms. And Machop. Like, sure, their heads are different, but they're still like the rest is just a guy that's gray. Even wear belts, they wear clothes. At least Incineroar's clothes are made of fire. So, yeah. I disagree. Because they're not my cutie starter baby. That's fair, I guess. You don't have to choose those. I guess you like cats, so maybe Litten is a bit more offensive to you. We all know Rowlet is the superior choice anyways. Even though I also love Litten. As I just said. Okay. I think the colors are interesting. Don't know if I'd say they're good. They're interesting. That's good, yeah? I did that on the same layer. There you go. Can adjust the colors later. They're too clashing. Never got the pink part. There. It's just white, I think. Yeah. I guess not true white. Never really use pure white or pure black. I don't know. I think I've been told one time that you should never use pure white or pure black, and I don't even remember why or when. But ever since, I just never used pure white or black. I guess the argument is that it doesn't exist in real life. You shouldn't use it in your art. But yeah. I think it matters not that much. I think it's wrong. Pure black definitely exists. I just ask every blind person. This doesn't. He looks up here and down there. That's not right. See, I wonder if blind people see like shapes and we don't know if they would see color, but you know, shapes. Because like sometimes when you close your eyes, you can still like see stuff. You know, there's like a light shown on you. I guess it depends on the kind of blindness you have. Some of them just don't have the receptors, I guess. But then there's also those that do, I think. You're partially blind, maybe. So I don't know. Don't know how that works. I'll probably look that up. I won't. Okay. There we go. There we go. Then the part was black, right? Now that's the same. Then maybe it looks will look a bit weird because there's the helmet there. Because it doesn't have to be the same. Oh, right. It's on a different layer. There we go. I did a sloppy job on the line art. I guess it's fine. I don't see that when it zoomed out anyway. The black eyes do kind of fit. Maybe I should just change the hue. No, we're not stupid. The saturation. We should make them red. That'll be cool, maybe. Could work. I think make this Instead of being eye shine, I should make that black. Let's see. That's complete black. It does have a certain charm to it, I guess. It's not even completely red there. Does that look good? Definitely looks more evil. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I think I liked it better before. And maybe make the eyes red in the final one. Yeah. Okay. And then just the fruits, I guess. Fruit should be the same color. So the name I had for this one was Moro Starry, but like Moros make sense, but don't even remember what the second part was. I don't know. I don't know about it. This will turn into berries. I guess it kind of already looked like that. So then turn them into proper pomegranates, maybe. There. Maybe shouldn't have as many. I don't know. Okay. There we go. I'm also thinking about like the next thing I'm gonna draw. I think I said I'll just like draw them in order. So maybe we should do the early round normal type. Yeah. And then its evolution, of course. I have to think about what I want that to be. Could be Cerberus, I guess. But I don't know, it seems bit too much. Maybe. I don't know. Is there any... Are they usually mammals? I think they are usually mammals. Always mammals. So then the first one you had Ratata. Then you had Centred, I think. I think that was the one. Then in Gen 3 was 6 a goon. We had Gen 4 Bidoof, obviously. Maybe it should just be a regional form of Bidoof. No. No. I was gonna say because it's a god, but you know. Right, Dungeon 5 was Watchhog, I think. Save that. And then Gen 6 we had one thing, if you redeem anything, I will not be able to see it on this. That. What was the regional early normal type in Gen 6? My head immediately goes to Furfro, but that wasn't it. The bird will be early bird would be why can't I think of it? Come on. I'm completely drawing a blank. Like I cannot think of like the early Pokemon in Kalos. I think it's a bit better. Maybe a little less saturation on this one too. A bit more cohesive. There you go. Let me change the U a little bit. Maybe too drastically blue. There we go. That's a bit better, I think. I could just look it up, but okay. No, I know this. Was Diggers not Diggersby? Bunnelby? It was Bunnelby. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Almost thought I was getting old there. No. Who was the bird? Fletchling, obviously. Yeah, okay. And then Gen 7, it was Rockruff, I think. I guess no, that's a rock type. I guess pure rock. Was it normal rock? I think it's pure rock type. Is there one in Gen 7? It had to be. Was it also Rattata? No, it was the moon might have been Rattata, but it's a dark type. It was what was the name? The detective one, Gumshoes. The first form. Remember. God. Young Goose. Yes. I was thinking Mongoose. Young Goose. And then Piggyback is the bird. Gen 8 was Wooloo. And Gen 9 was Right, Lechonk. Good, I forget that one. So I don't think there's like a specific teaming, other than they are mammals, and they have one evolution, 2 stages. So yeah, I don't know. Just have to think of a mammal, which there are plenty of. Could make it the Minotaur. I already have another Minotaur Pokemon, so I don't know. Make it Cerberus. That's always an option. And I would much rather have that be a 3-stage than a 2-stage. This one I think I want to make it a little bit more orange. To signify the fire typing. I also just thought this kind of looks like a dripping candle. Which makes sense. I don't think candles are too heavily associated with ancient Greece, but you know, that's fine. This is a bit too saturated of an orange. I really need to charge my phone. Could try to do it anyway. Just have it here and have it extremely still. But it'll be difficult. Don't know that. There you go. Can you hear that? There's a dog barking. I think this is a bit too much orange. It's like a Charmander color, right? But it should be a bit darker. Or lighter. I think that's... Is this exactly what I had before? Maybe. Who knows? Yeah, I'm gonna quickly grab the charger and see if it works. Be right back. I forgot I was muted. It's charging now. But not very well. So, you see me like look over here. I'm looking at the chat. And checking if it's dying. Go back. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah. Of this color. Over here. Actually, it would make sense if this one had a lot more colors, since it's a bird that's flirty. And birds do that. They have more color to attract their mate, I guess. So yeah. Makes sense that this one is more orange. And its hair is on fire. I guess eagles don't do that necessarily, but you know. This is what it is. Go. This one kind of has the stereotypical bird pose where there's just one arm out. But then also there's winking and stuff, so I don't know. Not really. Kinda. Yeah. Don't know which part you're saying yeah to. But yeah. Here we go. And bottom part here. Just gonna there you are. Okay. Need some more orange then. I might just finish the starters off screen if I do end up getting to the sketches. But if not, I'll just do a separate stream for them. And it'll be fine. If I end up getting, I meant if I end up getting to the final stages of the starters. Yeah, you know. Okay. Yeah, this brown. Make it like more of a reddish brown, maybe. I think that works better. I can change the colors afterwards, see what works well, what doesn't. Maybe we should swap this one and make this part orange, this part white, and this part the reddish brown. But like it would be fire, I guess. It could work better, but I don't know. I guess the white's supposed to be like a toga. What they're called? I don't think that's what they're called in. I don't think that's what the Greek ones are called, but yeah. I think yeah, it's fine. Okay. A bit more yellow. What color for this? I'm gonna have to zoom in a bit more here. There we go. I did not do a good job cleaning up the line art there. We will go in and do that at some point, but not right now. I don't have the time right now. Yes, I do, but you know, you know what I mean. Okay. For the fire, it could be the same color. It should be the same color, I guess. There. Go. Go, and there you go. It's kind of annoying that my phone locks. It's not up. I'm gonna quickly refresh that. Hold on. Yeah, it's better, I think. No, it's not playing. Oh, it is playing. Okay. Oh, it's just not moving. With the chat open. There you go. Don't know if you said anything in the meantime. Maybe you did. I hope so. Actually, I don't hope so, because I would have read it. Because I can always just check on my PC, but you know how it is. There we go. And the yellow. There we are. Don't know. They should have it like fade here. Maybe do that. There we go. Clean that up a little bit. Okay. And like that, maybe. There. Yeah, I think it works. That's how it works in this world. When did you say that? I think the chat was frozen. Oh, it definitely is frozen now. Okay, now that works. I don't know. Weird how it works. Yeah, it's fine. I assume you meant the colorful birds doing their thing. Yeah, eagles don't do that. I don't think so. Doesn't quite work, but it kind of works. So it's fine. I can have multiple inspirations. I think... I was gonna say I think the swan is also one of the sacred animals, but I don't remember if it was for Zeus. And also swans don't have color. So yeah, it still doesn't work. It's fine. Didn't do too many different colors either. course. Then it'll be a bit too cluttered. I don't want that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Go. Go. And just, I also need to do the eyes. This may be a bit too much. There. That's better. Go. There we go. Okay. I think I could all of them. Maybe a bit too wary to change it too much. And that's not good. So maybe it should change a bit more. That feels a bit more, you know, like an actual evolution rather than just bigger. Yeah, it's difficult to get you know, the right balance. Because if you change too much, then it doesn't like feel like an evolution. It just feels like a different Pokemon. So I don't know. I guess I am just starting this whole thing. So it's fine now. Yeah. That's true. Okay. Look a bit more at the starters. Like all of them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. All fine. Yeah. That is what I said. Okay. Hmm. Looks a bit weird. I think that's fine. I got the eye. Also this little thing. That is okay. All right. I think I'll keep the electric blue in the eye kind of thing. Actually, hold on. And usually the eyes stay mostly the same throughout the line. So I'm fine with doing that. Yeah, I'll just grab that. Do that. That's better. Bit too saturated. I might do that for the last one. Last Evo. I remember to do it. I don't hate it. The head does look a bit burnt. I think maybe I should make this a bit bigger. So it's like actually a pattern instead of just a wink. Try to see how that looks. Actually, there. I think it's fine. Maybe I do like it a bit smaller. But you can just say that it is a pattern. And it just looks like the wink. I don't know if you could see that. There you go. Okay. I don't hate it. I think it's fine. I think I can change a bit more. Yeah. See, one day I'll get the whole thing, maybe. Same with this one. I think it can be a bit more drastic. And often they also like add something new, if that makes sense. Like they add something on top of everything. It's not the first one. The first ones just kind of grow up. That makes sense. I think the newer ones kind of like adds some little thing onto it. No, I guess even Charmander did that. Whereas like, at first he's just a bald little guy. Here's some more patterns on his horns. Right, wait, this one had the pattern. They could shit at that, actually. Yeah. I guess it's fine. But I think it's mostly this guy that didn't change enough. Although he has like actually a neck now. The hooves get bigger. The tail splits. All that. I guess that like the face is maybe. Yeah, you know. Even Nick, yeah, Charmander's head has that. Starts a little bald little guy. And he gets like the one horn with Charmeleon. And then gets a two horns and even wings. Charizard. It's like, I think it's a small thing, but you know, something. Also doesn't have like a snout at first, and then that grows with the Charmeleon. So yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I guess it kind of has that, like at first just like round here. The ears are just bleh. And then the hooves are like that, just normal. Same with the tail. And here the ears are like pointier. Hooves grow into that. And yeah, I think it's fine. Maybe. I don't know. With this one, didn't actually add that all that much. This one did just kind of grow up, like became taller. Is that's the patterns maybe? And this, like I said, looks kind of like a candle melting. That's something. Maybe it should be like an extra lining pattern on here. This looks a bit empty, but I don't know. I do actually think this is the best. I know it feels very starter-like, but anyway, I'll move on to coloring you. Yeah. Okay. I'll make you a bit more green. Okay. Though I do want the tail to kind of start becoming more like rainbow-like. You know? Yeah. I think it works out. Doesn't matter if it's not perfect, of course. Berkeley Pokemon-like because it's not Pokemon. And also they have like a whole team and I'm just a guy, so sort of. So it's fine. Yeah. Let's see. I also need to think about what I want the regional bird to be. I was thinking maybe I should like make it like Hermes. That would make sense to have like a fast flying bird. But then also it's not one of Hermes' sacred animals, and I already decided early on that I would make the like Olympians their sacred animals. So that doesn't really work. Then That's the only thing, really. That's the only thing I thought about. Yeah. Because there is like other birds. Obviously. It's like mechanical birds too. Made by like automatons, you know. So I could do that. I don't know. Shouldn't get distracted too much though. My phone also, by the way, is actually charging. So that's good. And surprising. But yeah, it's at 33 now, so that's nice. Okay. There we go. I think that's a good color for it. Then the fins still be like a blue. This one does have like the least, like, or the most minimal design with the. It doesn't really have patterns and it looks like a lot of empty space. Like I said, I want it to be like rainbow like. So yeah. Really want to go over like the art again, and like it bothers me that I didn't do it well when I did it. Also, I don't really want to spend too much time on that right now. And then when I have the colors done, I'll probably be like, it's fine. When he's gonna see it anyway. But now I'm seeing it. Things like this bother me. Yeah. It's fine, I guess. Okay, and I don't really know why it's like that. Because I like my normal line art is pretty messy, but it's not like this messy usually. And it was also with like the first stages that I like just sketched very messily. Messily, that's not a word. But yeah, it's, yeah, you know. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm streaming. It becomes just that much worse. I think, yeah, that's probably it. Maybe the settings on this PC are just a little bit worse. I don't know. Don't know. Different setup. Just a simple mistake. Oh yeah, it's just happened like throughout the you know, throughout the entire stream. When I did the sketches. Of course, sketches don't need to be neat or anything, but usually they're like a little bit more clean than I did them when I was streaming. Yeah, like I said, it could be different setup and stuff. Uh, yeah. Also, my stuff is old, so maybe that could be it too. Yeah, you don't really have it when I withdraw my laptop, so I don't know. Also, there's like the buttons on my pencil that are like basically gone. Like I dropped it once and then it's just gone. I hope I didn't vacuum them up. Because I should like search for them at some point. I don't think I vacuumed them. I definitely could have. Yeah, I hope that's not the case. That would be unfortunate. Maybe if I can find them, then it fix it. If it's not like broken or anything. But yeah. There we are. We got the hooves. And everything else. The first ones were bronze. These ones I want to be like a silver. And then the final stage will have the golden hooves or golden armors. Yeah, stuff like that. This is a pretty good silver color, I think. Go. So Greek mythology definitely uses more bronze than anything. It was like the Bronze Age, so that makes sense, you know. But I think they also had gold, silver, probably. I don't know actually, but did not look into that too much. Just kind of made it up on the spot. I could look it up right now. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, no, they definitely did use that. Cool. Obviously they had that money. And used gold for that. And silver. I don't know if they invented money, but yeah. Probably learned that in history class, but wasn't part of mythology, so I didn't care. Not that we learned too much about mythology in history class, but you know, the economics and stuff was the most boring part. So I didn't really care about that. Yeah. All I need to know is that they used it. But gold, even though like gold is like I think more of a soft metal. So probably wouldn't be like, it would get less defensive as it evolved, which I guess can happen, but Pokemon. But you know, doesn't make too much sense. But you know, thinking of it as like ranking stuff. So then it makes sense. At least like lore-wise, it makes sense. Goes pretty soft, yeah. Yeah. Also welcome. Welcome. You're on YouTube. Okay. Nice. Okay. And then just take that. It could still be the same color, I suppose. Doesn't really matter all that much. There we go. Been here a while, lurking in the shadows. Oh my god.
Wherever you want me to be, baby.
I'm gonna ignore that. Yeah. Welcome either way. I'm glad the sound effect worked at least. Color. Okay. I might as well just take this color as well. Oh, I've lost its eye shine. Because it's lost its innocence. It's tragic, really. Its innocence. I'm not gonna elaborate on that. I made it depressed, is what I did to it. Thank you for the 28 months. I guess thank you. I really should know like the order of the rainbow colors, but I do not. Okay. Green. Yeah. Green, blue. Indigo and violet, I think. Yeah. Okay. Do that. I don't know if it should be like gradient or just like flat colors to make it like actually a rainbow. I don't know. And then suppose start over. Red. I kind of wanted it to be a faint rainbow rather than actually just be a rainbow already, but it's what it is. I think it's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe the main should be rainbow more. I don't know. It's fine. Okay. Save that. And yes, so moving on to the shading. Maybe, yeah. Maybe I'll do the shading off stream, but I don't know. That doesn't really work here. Since some of those colors are darker. I multiply. Oh, that works, I guess. Oh. Okay. Actually, maybe I will leave the rest of the shading for later or off stream. Brush is that. This is colored pencil. Should be one of the default brushes. So yeah. Go. This is what I get. Nice. This is what I usually use for my shading. Actually, then I go over it with just a normal pen, you know. Yeah, the normal pen, you know. Sometimes do some extra shading and stuff. Usually with clothes. For like the hard shadows and all that. But yeah. Yeah. I think I'll leave the rest of the shading for stream sometime. And then I'll do the final stages in a separate stream. Maybe next week. I don't know. Yeah, I can probably, since I'm kind of stuck on the Hollow Knight speedrun until I beat the Watcher Knights, I can know how to beat them properly. Guess I could do that training on stream also, but you know. Yeah. Either way. Now I think I'll add here. I was gonna do a shorter stream today anyway, to kind of get back into it, you know, since it's been a while. But yeah. For now, just thank you all for watching. Thank you for resubscribing and all that. And for now, I'll see you all in the next adventure. Bye.